Have you ever noticed how your reflection always moves exactly when you do? What if one day it didn't? This happened to me when I was 17. Back then, I lived with my grandfather in a creaky old farmhouse far from town. He had this strange obsession with mirrors. Every room had at least 2, sometimes 3, sometimes more. Some were small, some were antique, some looked like they were stolen from hotels. He never explained why, just told me to never cover them and never look too long. I thought it was just one of his quirks. One night while he was out, the power went out during a storm. I lit a candle and made my way down the narrow hallway, and that's when I noticed something strange. In the hallway, there were 3 tall mirrors lined up along the left wall. I walked past the first one. My reflection matched. I passed the second. Still normal, but when I reached the third, my reflection was off. It wasn't lagging. It wasn't delayed. It was just slightly wrong. I raised my left hand, and it raised its right, but slower, more hesitant. Almost as if it wasn't copying, but deciding. I took a step closer. My reflection didn't. It just stood there, perfectly still, staring. I thought it was a trick of the light or the flickering candle. But then it smiled. It hadn't smiled. I backed away quickly and ran into the living room, slamming the door behind me. My heart was pounding, but I told myself it was just stress. Trick of shadows, the storm, the candlelight. I sat on the couch and stared into the fireplace until my grandfather came home. When I told him, he went pale, like ghost pale. Then, for the first time in my life, I saw him scared. Asked me slowly which mirror I pointed. He didn't ask anything else. He just went into the hallway with a sheet and covered the third mirror completely. Then he nailed it shut inside a wooden frame like he was sealing in a monster. After that, he sat me down and told me the truth. Said the mirror had belonged to his great-uncle, who had gone mad after staring into it for too long. He believed the mirror wasn't a reflection, but a window, that something watched us from the other side. Called it the third version. Not you, not your reflection, but a third thing. Something that mimicked, waited, studied. No one believed him, of course, until he disappeared. One night he was just gone. The only thing left was a single dusty footprint. Inside the mirror, facing out. My grandfather said he sealed it and promised to never speak of it again, and that I should do the same. I tried to forget. But last week, my grandfather passed away. I had to return to the house to sort through his things. The mirrors were still there, all of them. But the one in the hallway, the third mirror, was missing its cover. The wooden frame had been ripped off from the inside. I didn't look at it. I didn't dare. I packed my things and left the same night, but something has been wrong since. I see movement and reflections that shouldn't be there. I catch a glimpse of someone standing behind me, just out of frame. My reflection sometimes takes half a second longer to blink. And sometimes, just sometimes, it doesn't blink at all. Tonight I found a footprint. Not on the floor. Inside my bathroom mirror, it's facing out.